What's up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. I have some really good information here about that thing that's happening around the planet right now, which I'm not allowed to say the name because YouTube will, I don't know, block or do something. I don't know. I've just heard you can't say it. So just in case, I don't want to say it. I don't think I need to say it. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about here. But I've just come across an article that has just dropped saying that Australian researchers claim they've found a cure for it. Okay? And they're saying this after patients who tested positive responded, these patients responded positively to the new drugs, and it said very, very well. In the caption in the top part here, it says, scientists believe they found a cure for the latest strain, and they say that Queensland researchers claims that HIV and anti-malaria drugs may be the cure. So they're saying they're literally using the word cure. Okay, now about a week or two ago, I also read that some Australian researchers, I don't know if the same ones or different ones, but they think they found the vaccine for it, which they are going to, start trying to test at the end of the year, over the next year. Like they said, it wouldn't be available till the end of the year or something like that, allegedly, but they claim to have found a vaccine. Now, these researchers are saying they think they found a cure. And it says, a doctor who specializes in infectious diseases believes his team may have found a cure for it. Okay, he also says, it says that this particular, the researchers at University of Queensland Centre for Clinical Research believe that 2 drugs may eradicate the thing entirely. So this is huge news. The first is a medication used to suppress HIV, while the other is an anti-malaria treatment known as chloroquine, which has been largely forgotten because the mosquito-borne disease is largely resistant to it. So this professor, his name is David Patterson, he hopes to have patients enrolled in a clinical trial of the drug by the end of March, which is this month. Now, here's where it gets silly to me. Not silly, but just like, apparently the only reason that they have not, that they're not immediately starting the trial is because of funding. So it all boils down to money, doesn't it? Even when it's life-threatening things going on in the world, somehow it's still money that is the freaking problem of everything, isn't it? But they started a Kickstarter or something to try to raise funds. I'll read the rest of this for you guys because it says Professor David Patterson hopes to have patients enrolled in a clinical trial of both drugs by the end of March. One of the medications was given to some of the patients who were first identified as carriers in Australia and appeared to lead to the disappearance of the you-know-what. So Professor Patterson told news.com.au it's a potentially effective treatment that should be considered for a large-scale medical trial immediately. What we want to do at the moment is a large clinical trial across Australia, looking at 50 hospitals, and what we're going to do is compare one drug versus another drug, and then versus the combination of the 2 drugs. That's what he said. So basically 3 different trials, one with one drug, one with another drug, one with both drugs. He says, while the treatment has proven successful in some patients carrying Professor Patterson said testing hadn't been undertaken in a controlled or measured way. The decision to test the drug was first made. This is interesting. You see, you hear all the negative stuff. You hear all the bad stuff. All we hear is negative, negative, bad, bad, bad. You don't hear about the positive stuff. You also don't hear about the people who've actually recovered. There's been people who have recovered from this, guys. There's been people who have recovered, okay, as well. You don't hear about that. You just keep hearing the negative, bad, 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 freaking everyone out, causing mad panics and stuff. So here's the thing. This says, decision to test the drug was first made after Chinese people in Australia who returned a positive reading suggested the treatment after hearing positive anecdotes from sufferers in mainland China where the outbreak first originated. So when have you heard that in China, where this allegedly originated, that they've been treating people with something that they basically have found that is working? We're not, you know, like, this is crazy. This says the first wave of Chinese patients we had in Australia, they all did very, very well when they were treated with the HIV drug, Professor Patterson said. Professor Patterson, an infectious diseases physician, has launched a fundraising appeal alongside the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital to raise money to support the clinical trials. Okay? This fund, they hope to raise $750,000 to go toward understanding and better treating this. A statement from the organizer states research and trials will be underway as soon as funding is secured. Is that the craziest thing? So basically, the thing keeping them from moving forward with trialing this is $750,000, which $750,000 they're trying to raise the money. Why do they have to try to raise it? Why isn't, surely the government or somebody wants to freaking give them that money. I'm sure there's a bunch of freaking loaded people out there who can give them that money right now. So this shouldn't even be them trying to raise the money. What kind of world are we living in when something this huge is going on and people have to try to raise money to make this cure happen? What? The same with this vaccine I heard about earlier. Now, why is it going to take until the end of the freaking year before they think they may, be able to do this? Like, I just feel like all of our resources across the planet surely combined together, put our thinking caps on and figure out a way to expedite this so that people stop freaking catching this and potentially dying. Like, what the freak? That just really got me kind of like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So anyways, I wanted to share this because this needs to get out to as many people as possible, because if this is potentially the cure that we freaking need to fix this situation so that everyone on this planet can stop freaking out and get back to a normal life, hello, this is what we need to do. So I need you guys to share this with everybody. Share this with everybody. You guys share this on all your social medias. I'm going to put a link to this original article in the description where you can go and read this yourself and refer people to it and share this everywhere. Share this everywhere. Okay? Share this everywhere. There's pictures of the doctor. There's everything here. This is a legitimate article from a legitimate website. It's not this is all legitimate stuff. So, also, in case you guys don't know, the University of Queensland Centre for Clinical Research, they're a big deal. They're the real deal. This is all legit. So Guys, share this, get the word out. This is the biggest news that I've come across, and I've been every single day glued to the news about all this, as probably many of you have been as well. This is dropped. We need to get the word out. They need to get the money. This doesn't need to, a day, having to wait even a day longer than is ridiculous. No, they should not have to wait so long because they're trying to get the money together. Get them the money. So anyways, I wanted to share this because for some reason, all I've heard, all I've heard is negative. And it seems like, it's almost like the news just wants to dwell on the negative. They are not telling you, you very rarely, I have yet to see an article or like on news, like I'm talking from the major news channels where they go, wow, great news today, guys. 60,000 people have recovered. All those people who were in the thing, they're recovered, they're great. Hey, let's go talk to some of them. Let's see what they're up to. Like, those type of articles are very rare. I've come across a couple independent people have done, like this guy, I should try to find his link and put in the description. He was on the boat, one of those boats that had it and was quarantined, and he freaking, him and his wife ended up in the hospital 14 days in Japan and all that kind of stuff, or something, 30 days, I think he said. They just got home. They, back in the UK, matter of fact, they left Japan, they were given the all go, they beat it, they're good back in the UK. So like, people need to hear, and they were in the risk factor age group. They were like, in that older demographic where they're saying it's a higher risk kind of situation. They both had it, they both beat it. Like, we need to give people some hope as well here. Like, freaking, sure, scare people enough to take precautions and do the things they need to do, but also give people hope, because there's people out here freaking out about this and thinking all hope is gone. The end of the world is here. We don't know what to expect about tomorrow. That's how a lot of people are feeling. This is freaky stuff, man. Like, so like, the more people putting some positive stuff out there about this, when something like this is literally saying, they're not saying, oh, maybe or possibly, like, there's hope for something that may aid in this or anything. No, they're saying the cure word, literally, cure, C-U-R-E, which is very rare for us to ever hear those words when talking about any of the serious freaking diseases and things that exist on our planet, have existed for a long time. Like, all this money, billions and billions and billions of dollars have gone to things like cancer and all these other things, as you guys know, and there's no cure. And to hear there's potentially a cure here that this researcher is claiming, hello, everybody should be all hands on deck and get them what they need, because this, and we're talking the whole world. This is not a time for borders too. Like, everyone's closing up their borders now, and yeah, I get why, and it's important to keep it from spreading. I totally get that. But from a political point of view, like a bigger scale thing, if all the researchers together should be talking, communicating, and maybe they are. I don't know if they are or not. But it seems to me like everyone is still kind of like, they're doing their thing over there, they're doing their thing over there. Like, at the end of the day, this news, everyone needs to be like, okay, let's all put our resources together. Let's do trials across the world, not just freaking one country. Let's work together. Let's freaking see if this is even if this isn't, they're talking about 2 drugs here that they're saying could eradicate it. 2, not even 1. And so if there's like hope that this is what it is, don't procrastinate. Everyone get together and let's freaking make this a reality and test it. Because even if it doesn't completely, after the tests, work, it surely must be a step in the right direction, because otherwise you don't make a claim like this. You don't go to the news and say this if you're not onto something. So, okay, guys. I had to share this with you guys. This is huge. This is big. Potentially what everyone needs to get back to some normality. And yeah, so I'm, by the way, feeling so much like better at the moment. Like just hearing stuff like this really gets you excited and pumped up, because our planet, anyways, much love to all of you. Remember, leave each one to the fullest. Share this, please share this. Okay, love you, bye.